and as always, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good day and a good night. And there is a lot of new players to the game. So even though I made videos on this, I'm going to do just a video showing the most critical, the must-do thing about the trial. So first of all, let's go ahead and go over here. Now, for those that don't know, do a quick overview. Every Thursday, there's either a mystery portal or a community challenge. When there's a mystery portal, this door will be open. You go through this portal, and that's the only way you earn rainbow stars. When you earn 50, you come over here, open up the 50 rainbow star chest. If you're new to the game and you haven't received the keys, you will receive a key guaranteed. So no matter what key you receive, there's 4 of them, it doesn't matter. But the first thing you're gonna want to pay, I think there's a bird over here or something you pay 25 gold stars to or something, and you immediately go downstairs. So okay, so I just told you about that. 50 star chest has the key in it. So let's say you want to get the key to open up the big door down there. So here's what you do: you come here, you pay the 25 gold stars to a bird or something, then without hesitation you immediately want to go down here. It will disappear if you take your sweet time, so you want to get down here ASAP. So you paid the bird or whatever 25 gold stars, I think. So you come down here, and then let's see, it's okay, it's over here. Alright, now that door would be locked. Oh, not that door, it's this door, I'm sorry. Alright, here it is. This door will be locked. Big old gold lock on it. This is the door you would open when you get that key from that bird. So you go through the portal. Okay, here are the 2 critical things that you must do, no doubt about it. You cannot do this without doing these 2 things, and it's all about the code. So let me show you. Once again, I have videos talking about this, breaking it down, but I'm doing a quick little video here. So you come over here. Okay, so as you can see, you have little pathways going up to, up there's a doorway, over there's a doorway, over there's a doorway, and over there's a doorway. It's the green doorway. So let's, depending on what color key you get, you go to the proper doorway. So if you got the green key, you would go through that portal, you would do the trial, and then after you do that trial, there's a code. Let me show you real quick. So, alright, let's say we got the green trial key, and we did the green trial, okay? After we beat that, let me show you what you would see. You would see this. The difference is there wouldn't be a blank space here and there, okay? Now, okay. So, for example, you got the green key, you beat the trial, and then you get this row of symbols. Well, your symbols will be different because everybody has different symbols. No one has the same. Alright? So you would have your symbols, but there wouldn't be any blank spaces, right? Okay. You want to take a picture of this, or you want to write it down, because you have to have it on you. You have to know what it was. Okay? So you would take a picture, put the green symbols, you know, write it down, because you want to make sure you know which one it was. Okay? So the blank spaces are random, but they don't repeat. So this was the green trial for me. Now you notice, let's count the symbols real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's 8 boxes. 2 are blank. Now, the green trowel would be identical to these symbols, except for there wouldn't be 2 blanks. Those will be filled in. Now, the second thing I want to take a picture of and record or write down is where are the blank spaces at? Okay, they're at the number 1 spot and the number 6 spot. So I'm gonna write that down. This is critical. This is something you must do. Now, once again, you can go through this portal once you defeat the little gnome. He's not a gnome king, he's a gnome boss or whatever he is. Once you defeat him, a portal will open up, you go through it, and this is what you'll see when you get your reward over here. And by the way, the reward sucks, so don't get your hopes up for this. Alright, so I take a picture or I write down green trowel key. I have the symbols, and now I know that the number 1 and number 6 position are blank. That's critical to know that. But for some of you saying, well, what are the blank spaces? What goes there? Well, when you beat the green trowel, it will be complete. There won't be a blank space. So you'll know what those 2 blank spaces are. Now, this is critical. Make a 3rd column or take a 3rd picture. Not a picture, but you want to make a column. Write this down. So you want to write down 1 through 8, okay? And you want to know, so write down in the 3rd column, you want to have the symbol that was there and the symbol that was there in the 1 and 6 spots, okay? Because the final code will be the blank spaces code. And so it's critical that you have that. Alright? Now, so let's go back out here real quick. Let me show you. Now, the color of the key doesn't matter. Okay? It's all about what number were the blank spaces. Okay? So we know the green had a blank space of a 1 and 6. Okay? I wrote down 1 through 8. And I wrote down what was in the blank space 1, what was in blank space 6. Now let's look at this. You see the number 2 is blank and number 5 is blank. So once again, I beat the red trowel. I took a picture or wrote it down, the symbols it gave me. And then I look at this, I take a picture or write it down. Okay? And then my 3rd column, once again, the red trowel showed me what the blank number 2 and blank number 5 was. So in the 3rd column, I'm gonna input those. So right now, you would have in the 3rd column the 1, 2, 5, and 6. Okay? So, and once again, you get to go through these portals. These 4 portals are what you go through after you beat the trial and after you beat the gnome boss. Okay, so you go through here. Alright, once again, blank spaces are different. Now we got the 4 and the 7. Okay, we repeat the process. Alright, so come over here and you'll see now, what does that leave left for us? Okay, there it is, 3 and 8. So once again, I beat the trial and I see a column of symbols. I take a picture or I write it down in the order it is. Now, I take on the gnome boss, I beat him. I come out, I go through a portal, and I look at this, and I write down the blank spaces in the 3rd column, and I'm able to fill them in because I just seen what the blank spaces were because I have a picture of it or I wrote it down, so I already know what those are. All right, hopefully that makes sense. All right, now let's say you went and beat every trial. Check. You took a picture or wrote down the codes for all of them. Check. You went into the portals and you made a third column and you filled them in accordingly. Alright? Check. Now, when you go back, now how do you get this the big portal open? Well, after you beat all those, what's going to happen is, let me show you. Come down here. This is how you get the Torchwood and the goat. Now, okay. Now, what you want to do is, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 symbols there. Remember the 8 blank spaces? That is the order you put them in. So we remember, because we have it written down in our third column, we know what the symbols are. So what we want to do is we'll just go over here and we'll activate them. We'll just put them in the order it was. So for example, let's say the bird was number 1 on my column. Well, I'm going to go put the bird on there. And let's say the sock was number 2. And this was number 3. And this was 4. This was 5. This was 6, let's say. This was 7 and this was 8. Alright, let's just say that was the order. Then I pull this. But it would work, of course, for you if you have done the proper things. And then what's going to happen is, once again, I got videos showing this. You can check out if you want to see. It actually happened. A gnome king is going to come out, okay? And a lot of enemies are going to come out, okay? Now, the enemies are endless. So you want to kill them, you want to kill them when you have to, but other than that, what you want to do is you want to run, plant, run, just keep running, and you want to plant. You want to have those other enemies have something to focus on and have your little pots shoot at them. You could be a plant or a zombie for this. So what's going to happen is you're going to keep going, and you're going to have a big gnome king running, and you're just going to pop out and shoot at his head. Okay, you're going to shoot at his head and then flee. Okay. Now you're going to have, a lot of enemies chasing you. But, like I said, you want to be something that can move fast, like a scientist that can teleport or a citron. Then pop up, headshot him. And then as long as you're giving headshots, he's going to die pretty quick, though. But you definitely want to make sure you continue to go in a big square circle. Because you don't want to stand still. Because if you do that, you're not going to make it. So, and you just want to plant as you go along. So that's what you want to do. And once again, I have videos for that showing you that. So if you want to see. So, you beat the gnome boss. Alright, congratulations. So, now we go back out here. Now all of a sudden, the gnome king that's sitting in this chair has disappeared. Now it's a little portal. So here we go. Go inside. And here it is. The Torchwood and the goat. Torchwood on the left, goat on the right. Alright. And look at the locks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 locks for each. And each lock has 15. It takes 15 rainbow stars, I think, for each lock, if I remember correctly. And so right now you think, well, we can only get 50 rainbow stars at a time. Yep, that's true. So what you got to do is come down here, unlock as many as you can, go back to the mystery portal, earn some more rainbow stars, come back, and open the rest. That's what you have to do. Alright? So you open up the chest, now you got the Torchwood, now you got the goat. So there it is. Now let's talk about the trials for a moment. Alright. let's say that you're doing a trial, and let's say it's just for you. I mean, you tried so hard, but you just can't do it. Well, here's what you can do. On PS4, you can have somebody do it for you. It's called share play. As long as you have good enough internet, you can share play with someone, and they can literally take over your game. So you could go to the trial, you could give a friend of yours access, and they will take over your game, and they can perform the trial for you. And it completes it, and it gets it done. Other than that, you just have to keep grinding away. And believe me, if I can do it, you can do it. So you just have to do it. I mean, you can do it, trust me. Now the green is like you can watch the YouTube videos on it. It's a little float and jump around thing. Then you got the red one, which I describe as you floating and jumping on trying to avoid the oven, electric oven coming on, burning you, the burners on. Then you got the shoot the little target one, and then that's the yellow key. The red key's the little electric oven burners, I call it. And the blue one is memory. Now with the blue one, if you can remember like 8 symbols very quickly, back to back to back, congratulations, that's phenomenal. But I couldn't, and most people can't. So here's what you want to do. You have to get another person. The first thing you need to do is agree. What are we going to call these symbols? Okay, once you agree what you guys are going to call them, here's what you do. You will remember the first 4 symbols. They will remember the last 4 symbols. So when it starts, now listen, they always change if you fail. So if you attempt it and you fail, all the symbols change. It's never the same. It's not the same for anybody. Okay? So you start to go. At first it's like 5 symbols, then it gets to 8, I think. So you're going along. So you say you're doing your first 4, so you know it's sock, fence, bird, pot, flower pot or whatever, right? And then the second person will say out loud, water, fence, bird, pot. Okay? Now you know what to do. And it's all time limit stuff. But if you do it that way, you know, it's very simple if you can do it like that. Alright, but once again though, the most critical thing is the codes. When you complete the trial, you will see a code that I showed you earlier in a video. When you beat the gnome boss, you will go through the portal I was in, I just showed you, and you'll see 2 blank spaces, but you know what those are because you have the picture or you wrote it down, so you know what it is. Green with green, yellow with yellow, red with red, blue with blue. So, like I said, I got other videos showing you me doing it so you can see it for yourself, but hopefully it all makes sense to you. And there it is. So that is for the new people who are trying to get the Torchwood in the goat, and hopefully that answers your questions. If not, I have other videos for you to check out that maybe will. So there it is. That is how you get the Torchwood in goat, and that's exactly how you do it. So good luck to all of you, and let's see what somebody had to ask real quick. Alright, thanks for the comment. Alright, well, that is it. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good day and a good night, and I will catch you guys later.